sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Delaware's offense will have first crack at this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Patterson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So you Chiefs offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Davis. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the catch. It's Odom. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throws to the wideout, and they can't make the connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll keep it himself. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Miners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Finds a little space. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Locklear. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Touchdown, UTEP! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. His drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fires to the big fella. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, these are those situations as a defense, you know exactly what's coming. I'm going to play deep. The ball goes up in the air. If it's even close to a jump ball situation, I'm not trying to catch it. I'm batting the ball down, swatting it down, getting it to the ground so I don't get one of those miraculous tips and catches for a touchdown.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.